Hello Wolverines! Subscribe to the channel and continue receiving more news from Michigan. In the ever-evolving world of football coaching, where loyalty and big money movements often clash, the latest headline stealer features none other than Michigan Wolverines head coach, Jim Harbaugh. The seasoned tactician, fresh off leading the Wolverines to a national championship title, finds himself at the center of a bidding war between the NFL's Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The stakes? A jaw-dropping $90 million contract, a figure that underscores the insatiable demand for Harbaugh's leadership in the professional football arena. The Chargers' courtship of Harbaugh has been far from discreet. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler revealed that the franchise has been openly expressing its interest in the coach. However, actions speak louder than words, and the Chargers have decided to back up their interest with a formidable financial commitment. Following a successful interview on Monday, the Chargers swiftly responded to a potential bid from the Falcons by reportedly upping their offer to a staggering $18 million annually, translating into a mind-boggling $90 million over a 5-year span. Harbaugh's ties with the Chargers are not merely confined to the negotiating table. The 60-year-old coach has a history with the team, having played for them back in 1999 and 2000. This familiarity, coupled with the allure of working with promising quarterback Justin Herbert, seems to have intensified the mutual interest between Harbaugh and the Chargers. The Chargers, in the midst of rebuilding after parting ways with head coach Brandon Staley and general manager Tom Telesco, view Harbaugh as a catalyst for change. A 63-21 defeat to the Raiders on December 15 prompted the organizational shakeup, making the search for a new coaching maestro and architect of football operations imperative. Jeremy Fowler's report also emphasized the reciprocity in the interest between Harbaugh and the Chargers. The prospect of steering a talented quarterback like Justin Herbert towards success appears to be a compelling factor for both parties. Harbaugh's recent hiring of Don Yee as his agent adds another layer of intrigue, given Yee's representation of highly sought-after coaches in the NFL, including the Denver Broncos' Sean Payton. However, Michigan is not willing to let go of their successful head coach without a fight. Reports suggest that the Wolverines have tabled a lucrative 6-year contract worth $11.5 million annually, a deal that would make Harbaugh the highest-paid coach in college football. With 3 NFC championship titles and a Super Bowl appearance under his belt, Harbaugh's track record speaks for itself, making him a prized asset in the coaching landscape. Harbaugh's legacy extends beyond his college coaching success. His tenure with the San Francisco 49ers from 2011 to 2014 yielded 3 conference titles and a Super Bowl appearance, solidifying his reputation as a formidable force in the NFL. His 9 seasons with Michigan, culminating in the recent national championship triumph, further underscore his ability to transform teams into contenders. As the Chargers and the Falcons come for Harbaugh's signature, a palpable sense of suspense lingers in the air. The Chargers, armed with financial prowess and a compelling vision for resurgence, might hold the edge. Yet, the Falcons, having already interviewed high-profile candidate Bill Belichick, are determined contenders in this high-stakes coaching sweepstakes. The question now looms large: will Harbaugh choose to return to the NFL, and if so, will it be with the Chargers or the Falcons? The answer to this captivating saga remains elusive, leaving football enthusiasts on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next move in the chess game of coaching acquisitions. And there's more.
In the wake of his team's triumph in the championship last week, University of Michigan's football coach, Jim Harbaugh, has sparked a noteworthy conversation by expressing support for the idea that college athletes should have the ability to unionize. This endorsement stands as a significant milestone in a long-standing debate, breathing fresh life into discussions around the potential unionization of student athletes. While the topic of unionizing college athletes is not entirely new, the landscape has evolved, marked by the rise of name, image, and likeness, nil, agreements and revenue-sharing opportunities for athletes. Harbaugh's vocal support has injected new vigor into the conversation, prompting speculation that a shift in the cultural winds may be underway, with administrative stakeholders and coaches gradually aligning with Harbaugh's stance. Jason Stahl, founder and CEO of the College Football Players Association, recognized Harbaugh as a trailblazer, being the first coach to openly support athlete unions. Stahl believes that the cultural shift is gaining momentum, and key stakeholders are starting to move in the direction championed by Harbaugh. The fundamental idea of student-athletes sharing in the substantial revenues they generate has garnered widespread support. However, the mechanics of organized labor within university locker rooms remain uncertain. Legal experts posit that any organized efforts would likely need to start small, with smaller groups of athletes taking the lead. MIT Winter, a sports attorney at Kinney-Hertz Perry law firm, suggests that attempting to organize all Division I athletes may be too ambitious, highlighting the need for more manageable, smaller groups. He states, "I think it needs to be much smaller." On the other hand, some argue for the importance of inclusivity, contending that all college athletes, regardless of the sport or division, should have the opportunity to unionize if they wish. Stahl, however, emphasizes the potential for different unions to have varying demands based on the school and the revenue streams associated with their teams. He points to the example of male basketball players at Dartmouth College in the Ivy League who formally petitioned for a union election. When we think of Dartmouth men's basketball, we're not thinking of NCAA high-level basketball, right? Stahl notes. He suggests that demands from Ivy League athletes might differ, citing hourly wages for student managers as an example. Additionally, Ivy League athletes might negotiate for athlete scholarships, a benefit not currently offered by elite schools in the league. If athletes do position themselves for negotiations, larger football programs could potentially witness agreements akin to those in the NFL but on a smaller scale. Harbaugh, with experience as both a player and coach in college and professional football, made his pro-unionization statement following Michigan's 34-13 victory against the University of Washington Huskies, securing the team's first national title in over 25 years. "What I would change in college football is allowing the talent to share in the ever-growing revenues," Harbaugh commented. "We are all robbing the same train, and those who are in a position to do the heavy lifting, those who risk life and limb on a football field, are the players and not just football players, student athletes." Harbaugh's advocacy adds an intriguing layer to the ongoing debate surrounding the rights and compensation of college athletes, prompting a closer examination of the potential impact of unionization on the landscape of college sports. What is your opinion? You can comment